Now you guys got to know what it is when I give you the stuff. I mean, look at your homework paper there. And those 5 problems I assigned, what were you given? You guys, you got to know this. Because when you take the test, you got to know what you're going to do. Dave.
2 sides and the angle.
Which angle? 2 sides and the...
Largest angle?
No, nope, you're saying that wrong. You got your notebooks right there. It's all there. Case 3 was 2 sides and... You got to know this when you take the test. You're not going to know what to do.
An angle in between the 2 sides.
The angle in between, the included angle. 2 sides and the included angle. This is that first assignment there. But my question is, first you had to find, like 13. Is that the first one? Number 13? You're not even looking at your papers. Come on. Number 13. You plugged it all in, you found your side A. What angle did I tell you to get next? Check your notes, fellas. It's all there. Come on, you don't want to screw this up. These marks on this test should be very good. Very good. Just like those quizzes I gave you back, those were all high marks. Should have been. What angle did I tell you to find first? No. No. When I gave you the, if you look in your notebook, when I taught you case 3, first we did the law of cosines, and then I had it written in there. Which angle did I tell you to find first in case 3? Hardly anybody knows this. Nathan.
The smaller one?
I said find the smallest one. And then once you do the smallest one, then you just add and subtract from 180. But when you did case 4, go ahead and swipe to that answer sheet. What angle did I tell you to find first? Well, these were those alternate forms. They're written right there on the answer sheet. Look on your iPad, page 299, 15 and 23. Which angle did I say to find first? Rob. The largest one. And then you do your law of sines, get the second one, then add them together and subtract from it. Rob?
Are you gonna, or we're gonna get all the formulas?
Yep. Fellas, I'm giving you all the formulas. Sorry, to me it's I mean, it's good for you, but it's stupid for me as a teacher. Well, this kid missed the answer because he didn't memorize it correctly. For me, as a math teacher, that's meaningless to me. I just want you to know how to use them. That's the important part. Memorizing them, that's whatever. No. I've always given you, for the most part, the formulas. You'll have them all, including the alternate forms, which is what you need in case 4. Question? Now go in your notebook. This is Tuesday, February 28th. This is going to finish everything. Let's go. In your notebook. Tuesday, February 28th. Now, write down this right here, what I'm pointing at up here. On your iPad, you are being directed to your textbook right now. Keep your iPad out. Keep your iPad out. Okay, did you write this down? This is what we're going to do. See this case 3? What was case 3? Now you all know what I mean when I say SAS? That would be 2 sides and the angle between them, right? That was case 3. Then I'm going to go over here and show you area of a triangle for case 4, which was 3 sides, SSS. Okay, so there's your cases that you already know. Now in geometry you found the area of a triangle. Now that's not what we're doing. That's not how we're going to do it. We're going to use trigonometry. And you know what? I'm not going to show you where these came from. I mean, I could derive these formulas and say this is where they came from. I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to give you the rule again. Who remembers the formula from geometry for the area of a triangle? Does anyone remember it? I mean, it was a pretty simple rule, actually. Does anyone remember the rule? Or the formula for the area of a triangle? Area equals 1/2 base times height. It's not the formula we're using here. Now just listen to me. The method used, let's see here. A familiar formula is area equals 1/2 base times height, where A represents the area, B is the base, and H is the height. This formula cannot always be used easily, since in practice, H is often unknown. Now, I'm going to give you the 3 area formulas for case 3. The area is half the product of the lengths of the 2 sides and the sine of the angle included between them. Now, just listen to me. In your notebook, right underneath that, this. Now you see how I made that A kind of fancy? Because I'm going to have a side A, which is just uppercase A. So this fancy script A stands for area. It is equal to 1/2 times the 2 sides times the sine of the angle included between them. Now just mark these down. You will have these on a test. Area equals 1/2 times the length of the 2 sides that are given times the sine of the angle included between them. There's a derivation, there's a proof for all this. I'm not going into that. What if side A and B were the 2 sides they gave you? Now just give me the same formula, but give it to me if they gave you side A and B. This is the area formula if they give you side B and C. So just change your letters around. If I give you side A and B, give me this formula. Ethan.
Well, area would be 1/2 times A and B sine of big C.
Sine of big C. And the third one, what if I gave you A and C? I mean, there'd be 3 forms of this. Somebody else. This is giving you B and C, this is giving you A and B. What if I gave you A and C? What would this be? Howard?
1/2 AC sine of B.
All right, this is all you have to do. This is pretty simple too. Write down example 1 there. There it is on the board. Write down example 1. On a test this Friday, you probably have a couple problems. One of them is going to say, all right, here's 2 sides and an angle included, find the area. This is going to be a very fast problem. Now you see what they're giving you there? Again, you got to know this is case 3. Look, 2 sides, and B would be the angle between them. You got to know that. So, given A and C, there's your formula. Now, in your notebook, all you're going to do is go A equals 1/2. Now, plug your numbers in. A times C times the sine of the included angle. This is going to be really fast. Okay, go ahead. Away you go. Calculator's doing everything. Go ahead. But I'm going to show you today, this ain't going to take long. You see all I'm doing? I'm plugging into the proper one. Area of the triangle is 1/2 times A times C times the sine of the angle included between it, which is 55. So punch away. Get the sine of 55, times it by 42, times it by 34, divide by 2. Right? 1/2 means divide by 2. And round it to the nearest tenth. What's the area? This is easy. You just got to know where you're putting everything. What's the area? Well, you should have it in there already. David?
584.9.
584.9. We're not going to worry about units or anything like that. No, whatever units were on these, it would just be square units, whatever it is. I don't even care if you mark that down. There's the area. That's all there is to this. Pretty simple, right? You're good on that, right? Okay, now, in your notebook. Now, this one's going to be just a little bit more involved. Write down area of a triangle for a case 4 problem. Area of a triangle for a case 4 problem. area of a triangle for a case 4 problem. Given 3 sides, now here's the word for this, the semi-perimeter and we're going to use lowercase s to stand for semi-perimeter. Now here, let me do it like this. Small s equals 1/2 times the sum of the 3 sides. That's just the first part. Now just bear with me here. And then I'm just going to show you one example. Given 3 sides, the semi-perimeter, and you know what perimeter means. The semi-perimeter is add up the 3 sides divided by 2. The semi means half, like a semicircle is half a circle. The area is given by, okay, now this is going to be just a tad more involved. Fancy A, script A equals big square root. Guys, again, I could derive all this for you. I'm not going to do that. I'm just giving you the formulas. The area of a triangle, given 3 sides, case 4, is S times the quantity of S minus A, times the quantity of S minus B, times the quantity of S minus C. I just mark all this down, and I'll show you what we're going to do. This formula that I just gave you is called Heron's formula. Now, this is no big deal. It's just the name of the guy that invented this 1,000,000 years ago. Okay, now watch. This is what you would have to show. Copy down example 2 now. There it is on the board. Copy down example 2. If I'm going to use this to find the area, what's the first value I have to get based on what I just gave you? What value do I need to get first before I can use that big start formula? It's up there. What value do I need to find first before I can use that big square root formula that's up there? Go. S, which is called this semi-perimeter. So, right here, let's go S equals, now look. Now, for this, I don't even care if you write down, putting the numbers in. With your calculator, wouldn't the semi-perimeter be add all 3 of those up and divide by 2, right? Go ahead and do it. The semi-perimeter is simply the sum of the sides divided by 2 times 1/2. So go ahead and do that. And tell me what you got. What do you got? John? So we got that. Now, I'll tell you what, you don't want to miss that. Because if you get that number wrong, look at all the places this is going in here. Okay, now to calculate the area. Now this you have to write down. Area equals big square root. All right, now listen. I want these numbers shown. S, 24.3 times something, times something, times something. And I want you to write them all down. Now, do you see what you got to do on your calculator? This factor is the semi-perimeter subtract side A, the semi-perimeter subtract B, the semi-perimeter subtract C. So, in your notebook, Look at how I got this written. I want you to calculate those three numbers. Go ahead. Do that. I want them written down. This step has to be shown. Right here. This is S times this factor, times this factor, times this factor. So what's S minus A, somebody? Just give me the number. Punch it on your calculator. What's S minus A going to be? Somebody. Somebody, I need the number. What's S minus A? Mike.
8.4.
8.4. What's S minus B? The next factor. Just punch it on your calculator. What's the number? Rob. 2.6. What's S minus C? That's the third or the fourth factor there. Howard.
13.4.
13.4. Now, I think you know what I'm going to say here. I want to see whatever that number is. So go ahead on your calculator now and multiply those four numbers. Multiply them out. 24.3 times 8.4 times 2.6 times 13.4. Times all four of them out. Tell me what it says. Your calculator's doing most of the work here. Ethan.
7,111.
Point what?
5.
Is there more in your display?
12.5408.
Okay. Let's put it all down. There. So what's the area? Oh, it's just a square root of that. Like I said, you calculate. Tim, now round to the nearest tenth now.
84.3.
84.3. Now look what's on the board here before you do this. Because again, these are going to be pretty fast problems. You're going to have 4 problems like this. Look how short this is. This is all you got to show me when you do case 3 kind of area. Just show me this, and then your calculator gives the answer. On these, first you got to get the S, like this.